Klang Valley that serves premium cakes, ice creams and also food. Our Instagram has about 188,000 followers. And also the best part is last year I had the opportunity to host a baking show of 12 episodes teaching my amazing cake recipes. So February 2021, I was thinking, how do I get my cakes to my customers? And also imagine if someone wanted to surprise someone special to give a cake baked by themselves, or even parents wanting to bake with children at home without a mess, because as you know, baking is quite messy. So this is where Arieni Signature was born, and what I did was I developed 4 amazing premix to actually help experts or beginners to do baking, and also to bring across Malaysia my signature flavors of Gula Cakery. So I come up with 4 amazing premix recipes. So the first one is our fudgy brownies. So fudgy brownies premix is actually, I started this when I was just at home. I did this, I was also teaching a lot of students from kids to adults on my bestseller signature brownies. And then when we first posted on Shopee, it was actually sold in 60 minutes. And it's also rated as #1 on Shopee for my fudgy brownies. And then after that, I came up with my second premix, which is Panang Gula Melaka. And it's also the first Panang Gula Melaka premix in Shopee, because we don't have any other premix company that does this local flavor. And the third one is chocolate chip cookies, because why not? Every kid loves chocolate chip cookies, and I know that it will make everyone happy baking them at home. And it's really, really premium, and because it combines of the chocolate chip and the flour, the cocoa powder, and of course my recipe. And the last one that I did during the duration of 11 months is actually our double chocolate Nutella premix, which is Gula Cakery's signature flavor. So there's also more premixes coming, as this is very new. So there's more premix such as pastry premix and more local premix that I'll be making as well. So why our customers love Gula Arieni's signature premix? Of course, because it's simple and easy to make at home. Why? Because I have my very own YouTube channel that is called Gula Guru, and I do all the demonstration on YouTube that all the customers or even my students, even children, you can just open up YouTube and you just search for Gula Guru, and you got all the tutorials in there for them to bake. Second, of course, it tastes similar with the cakes from my outlet. So the best part is we also get, all customers, we already have the testimonials of them loving the cake, and of course they can bake them at home. And the third one, of course, with the clear baking instructions, premium high quality, as you see for the packaging. For me, I love everything that looks beautiful, because our eyes need to see the packaging first, and with what I've came up with the team, I find it very beautiful, very premium for customers to enjoy baking as well. And of course, it's from my years of baking, because I started baking when I was very young, and I know that with my experiences, even though it's just 4 premix, I know that it has, children love it so much, even baking at home, and I myself bake with my kids. So where are we heading? So of course, because it's very, very new to me, so of course my initial plan with our team, of course, it will be the first phase exporting to Singapore. Why? Because the current market value for baking mix industry is 9.78 million. As you see over in Singapore, there's a lot of where everyone uses baking mix in supermarkets and also in baking shops. And of course, every year you see a positive annual growth of baking mix in Singapore. And from there, I have 1.2 Gula Cakery Instagram followers from Singapore as well, because I've been invited to actually host baking classes over there, but I do not have the opportunity yet, but I have been receiving numerous inquiries. And of course, similar taste bud preference and behavior, because I love to go to Singapore myself, and I know that the taste bud over there is quite similar to Malaysia, with the onde-onde, with the pandan, with the cempedak, with the durian, and I know that they love those kind of flavors, including premium flavors such as chocolate, everything dark, premium, milk chocolate, and of course with the low geographical distance. So the second part, if ever Singapore is a success, of course I would love to go to Brunei as well, because we also have the number of followers on Instagram as well, that people like to see Gula Cakery expand over there as well. So how do we go there? So the market research that I did was actually, we're going to first start off with Google Ads online survey, which is targeted to Singaporean demographic audience that shows interest in baking, such as understanding their behavior. We're going to start with like, what kind of flavors do they like? What's the price range they're willing to pay? And what kind of packaging do you like? And how do you like it to be? And then, of course, face-to-face with local hypermarkets and baking supply. For example, Bake with Yen is one of the largest baking supply in Malaysia that is also supplying to us right now, that is also available in Singapore. So I thought with the connection that we have, it could be on a greater support. Next, of course, going into food exhibition, we got the Sweet and Bakers Asia, which is happening this year as well. It will be a great opportunity if you can go there. And of course, marketing and promotion, we got the traditional and we got the digital marketing. So for the marketing promotion, of course, the traditional way, of course, with the flyers, with the brochures, live baking show. I would love to go to baking shops that I could do my demo using how easy the premix could do for everyone. It could save time. As you know, it could reduces errors for people to bake. As you can see, everything is pre-measured for them. And of course, digital marketing will be online presence through social media. As you know, I'm very active on Instagram, on TikTok, on my YouTube, and also on my Facebook. And of course, if we can go through product review by local influencers or celebrities and feature in Singapore YouTube channel, as there's a lot of blogs for Singaporean that enjoys food. Oh, okay, let's go through the budget and finance resources. So this is the outlet sales for the year. So what I'm going to say here is Arieni Signature contributed 1% from the company's revenue since we started, which is only 10 months. So 10 months we have contributed almost 60,000 in sales. So this is the future export capital that we are looking at. So if you are planning to sell the premix, we are looking at 990 Sing dollars, which is about 30 ringgit. And at 1 year, expected revenue that we're looking at is at 322,500 Sing dollars, and we are looking at an average of 2,000 boxes a month with not just 4 types, but with more varieties of premix that I'm going to do. So what I can say from here is, I know that I might not have the numbers, but I know that it has been less than a year, and I am a very passionate baker that I love to bake since I was small, and I have my energetic team. So I hope that I'll be given the chance to expand into the baking industry, and also with the help from all the panel's expertise to ensure that it could be one of the Malaysian leading premix brand. And also I could help beginners or even experts or anyone in fact to have a very fun and experience baking using Arieni Signature Premix. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mo, Arieni and Mr. Smythe.
Your packaging just right, you know, it is pretty, like you're saying, but also very simple, because that is the whole point of what your premix is. And I love the little bottom here, your little secret. I think that is a really fine touch, a personal touch that you put there, because, you know, we all love a little secret when it comes to baking, right? That added little extra. So I thought that was something that really stood out to me, and I think that was a very good thing to have. I don't have any questions yet, but maybe I can pass it to one of the other judges to throw some questions out.
Okay, so anything about food is all about product shelf life, right? So for your product, how long that you can last, and also I can see that for I think a lot of processed food, every time they will put this they call it without using the preservative. So how do you go about making it in terms of without artificial preservative, and also flavoring? Normally the shelf life will be shorter than what it's supposed to be if we add all this. So how do you explain this?
Okay, so for the premix, so the shelf life is actually 1 year. But during everything of my campaign, when I promote to customers, I always say that because we believe in always buying it and doing it fresh, not keeping it in the shelf life. So we're looking at 1 year, but however, I always tell them to finish it within 3 months or even 5 months, because it's there's no preservative. So when I speak to we are having a smaller OEM manufacturer company that does this, so we do it in small batches at the moment. So everything is fresh and everything is done we were to order by batches. So at the moment, we don't have any like 20,000 or like 2 million boxes. No, we're only looking at a smaller scale at the moment. So everything is still fresh with no artificial. With everything, the recipes are also by me.
As you are looking for sport, you need to have shelf life longer than that.
So the shelf life is actually 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year is not enough for sport. Normally you're talking about 18 months, 2 years. Yeah, so not that I want to suggest that you add all the facilities. This is where in terms of technology and R&D can help you in terms of extending that shelf life. Because talking about sport, shipment alone already take few months, 6 months for example. And then for them to reach out all the distribution channel, it take a few months. So that's why at least 18 to 2 years is the ideal shelf life for export, especially for food products.
Yeah, I think because when we spoke to the bigger OEM manufacturing factory, I think they could R&D where they can actually do it a longer shelf life, because I think we spoke to a smaller scale, so we don't have that much of information yet. But I know that if given a chance, we could actually do it in 2 years without artificial flavoring and things like that.
With 20 years of experience at Martrade promoting nutrition products, I know a good product when I see one.
Okay.
So yours is, I think, looking at your moist chocolate cake next there, my mouth watering.
Okay.
But as they say in English, the proof for the pudding is in the eating. So how do you get people to convince that your moist chocolate are better than one of the famous brands in the market?
Well, I think it's because when I first started, when I was really teaching 7 years ago, and I really have the number of followers that really wants me to have my personal touch in there. So that's where all the secret ingredients come inside there, where my little secret. If you see the picture itself, I know that it will be very moist from the picture, and of course when you use them, you will get it, because I also have the YouTube channel that also will show how the texture looks like. So it's not like a gamble where you buy it from the shelf and then you bake it and then you're like, oh no, it didn't happen. So you can go on the YouTube channel on repeat to ensure that, hey, I'm going to get this texture like how Arieni got it. So I would believe that with my expertise from the YouTube channel, I know that it's going to help customers to believe that they're going to get the exact same texture as what I bake over the years.
Out of the 4 pre-mixes that you have, which of them is the closest to what you have in your bakery?
Actually, all of them. I have over.
All of them?
I have 200, and actually I have recipes, about 250 recipes. And over at my outlet, I have about 55 cake flavors on the counter.
Wow.
So panang gula melaka, double chocolate Nutella, even fudgy brownies, they're all my best sellers actually. So they're all close to my heart.
Great.
Even the cookies, because it's really, really easy to make.